then I was also asking her for the thing. As far as recommending, I can't recommend things to her via Twitter because I don't know about her business plan.
Okay, so I get that drift, okay, how you did that one. Do you use Twitter to find people? I heard one or two people talk about how they
Yes, and that's how we go back to the search columns. Remember I was talking about how Albuquerque is a good way to do so by searching for Albuquerque, searching Albuquerque businesses or biz. That's why I always recommend those specific fields, because then you don't have to filter through 700 people that you're friends with. You search through those columns and say, okay, this guy's just talking about Joe Schmo. This guy's just talking about this. And don't be surprised if you look at people and you're starting to follow them and all of a sudden they mention about something that they do, that boom, your light goes on and says, hey, they own a business. If they own a business, maybe I can talk to them. Or, hey, they live in an apartment. Maybe I can start another conversation about maybe owning a home or coming to my homeowner seminar. Start listening to what they're saying. Pick up on those cues and let it help you have them become your next prospective client.
So in many ways, using Twitter, Facebook, and those types of social media is just another way to get into the conversation where you would never have a chance otherwise, unless you manage to meet them physically.
Oh yeah, I can honestly say it just makes cold calling so much easier.
Yeah.
And cold calling can be hell sometimes. It really can, right? It sucks sometimes.
How did you end up in the same? Is it like groups that you join or something? Or?
I just searched ABQ and you posted a couple tweets with the ABQ hashtag, right?
You know what it was is I was looking for the information on that letter that you're working on.
That's right, yeah.
She posted something and I asked her a question about it. So what I do is I follow people who are in my industry, which I specialize in real estate, so I follow a lot of realtors all over the country. And I follow them, and if they put something out there that's of interest to me, I'll ask them a question because right there, bing, I'm right in front of them.
So how did you find that person in the first place? Is it that
You can search for followers based on any search
Is it a
criteria.
profile thing?
No, and I think this is where a lot of folks might be, I apologize, I don't mean to interrupt, but I think a lot of people are getting confused. When we say search for people, we actually recommend through a third-party client that offers that search capability that's outside of Twitter. TweetDeck, Hootsuite, SeamSick, we recommend those because those programs were made for people that need to do more than just tweeting or hashtags and things like that.
So TweetDeck, who are the others?
Hootsuite, H-O-O-T-S-U-I-T-E, are great. Seismic, is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
S-E-E-S.
M-I-C.
M-I-C.
And when these return, what's the?
They're free.
Well, no. Is it like a group of names you get back, or?
You'll get what they said. You'll get their individual tweets.
You'll get their
that have that
conversation.
hashtag or that.
You
term.
can actually organize your contacts within columns based upon lists that you create, so you can organize them, and it makes it so much easier to then follow them.
Okay.
And I can't stress enough, please be organized whenever you're prospecting. Please be organized when you're looking for that next sale. Because I don't know how many hours you can spend on Twitter, and to tell you the truth, your next prospect might not be on social media. It might be that flower shop that just opened, or it might be an Albuquerque magazine or the Journal because they're a new business that's advertising. You always have to keep an eye out for your prospective businesses, but I just love social media because of the fact it cuts down on research time. So, go ahead.
I think it's also important to note that you want to have your industry and your location information in your profile.
Oh, yeah.
Along with your website, because I've had clients find me that I wasn't even looking for. They come
So it
through
is
my
your profile
profile.
that's connecting with like-minded people.
So,
Okay.
so when you're using something like TweetDeck, you can actually go on and search your profile for keywords. Is that what you're saying?
I got started because when I started Twitter about a year and a half ago, and when I first started, I didn't know where to start. It was all so new to me. I didn't know who I was going to follow or anything. So I just got onto Twitter's website. Back then, you just used Twitter's website.
Oh, yeah.
And I told them to search for realtors, and I just wanted it to show me a list of anybody who had realtor anywhere in their profile, and then I just started following them. So.
And there's just more efficient methods, and
Yeah.
I hope that you're able to take away with some of those more efficient methods through this talk. Because like searching is huge, starting a conversation is huge, direct messaging, things like that, so I hope that kind of helped out too.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things in social media that I have found is relationship. That's exactly what I was waiting
You've
to
got,
say.
you've got to build a relationship with somebody before they're gonna
Trust
Well,
you.
and
That's
for all,
right.
we've made this very business, which that was the topic. We actually end up, that's really not all it is, because we
No.
end up, there are people in here tonight I would not have known without Twitter. And aside from the business aspect of it, I like it.
Yeah.
It's fun, it's nice to see each other.
Yeah.
So it's like when I go to buy a house, I'm not just gonna go through the phone book and pick a realtor. I'm gonna know somebody, or, you know, it's a relationship thing. And I may know 10 realtors, but I'm gonna choose by how I click with their personality.
You will know them
and-
better.
What sales advice?
You will know
Yes,
that
right.
information.
Here's my sales professional hat coming in. I have to continually remind myself, and I want to remind you all, the relationship is absolutely key. But remember, people can like you as much as possible, but sometimes they just can't give you the revenue. They can't afford it, they don't want to, or the product. So for example, I built a relationship with Rick Johnson and Associates. Rick Johnson and Company, I'm sorry. And that's a public relations firm here in town, one of the biggest ones. And I built that relationship. I bring them food. I talk to them on Twitter. I hang out with them. If I could go out for beers, I don't drink, but if I could, I would. I built that relationship with them. But the fact of the matter is, and it was after I left, I said, what is it? What was it? How come y'all never bought from me? And they're like, we could get it cheaper,